something real quick. The Zoso was never meant to protect you, the citizens. The Zoso was meant to push off the war energy and the war agenda of the government. The Zoso was never meant to protect the citizens. You have to understand the mind of these secret society members. Soldiers represent war, and their energy in the community is war, right? So when they're placed on your road, their whole energy itself is war. And what they do, the side that is carrying out the agenda of the government, because mind you have gunmen who link with the government and they carry out the agenda of the government. So the side that is helping the government to destabilize the government, the soldiers are put there to help them, to protect them from the opposite side. You understand? Or the other sides that they are warring with. And then what happened is that the same soldiers become friends with those gunmen, and they both together war the opposite side. And what they do when the government want you to want them back, what they do is like pull the soldiers, they destabilize the area, make them shoot them one another. Them going and shooting them one, and people say, oh, them want but this also. And you feel like saying, them come for help you, but really and truly they are really carrying out the agenda of the government, both the soldiers and the police. So it's the government that destabilize the areas, and you have some gunmen who are working with the government in destabilizing the area, because I know the government have a way to promise them that they will become the Don for the area and they're going to get control for the area, which is a false narrative. They were not going to get it after them, but the government don't use them one day. They're going to turn around back and kill them out back. You understand? Yeah, that's what they do. So really and truly, it's also is rubbish. It's also is rubbish. This is what the government do and destabilize the areas, because they want the areas to the people the area to war so that they can come in now and bring up the war, or in other areas them want the areas them for carry for their business and them secret society friend and for them rich friend and them Chinese friends for come take over the area for build their businesses and push you further out into the rural part where things become life becomes harder for you to fend for yourself, because let's face it, you make more money on the flat near the town areas. You understand? So you have to be smart. The Zoso was never meant to help you. The Zoso is used to carry out the evil agenda of the government, who are the secret societies, to destabilize you, make you can't fend for yourself. So cause you have to go end up move from your area. You can't fend for yourself. And then you lose your stability. You can't fend for yourself, so you become dependent on the government, or you end up die, or you run out of the country. This is all calculated. This is what you call engineered war. Engineered war by the government. This is all pre-planned. Pre-planned by the government. They do it out of purpose to get you to run. And those who they have as their puppet gunmen, them trick them and tell them that they are going to be the ones to run the area. Cause we just get rid of the one them when they work with we. And when them done, they just turn them back and kill out the puppets that them have. And then now they can get to bring in their rich friends to get the people them house and whatever. You bite for little and nothing. When they look for them rich friend, them can get the place and the Chinese them. You understand? Because they want to turn Jamaica into a Chinese colony. Yeah, but it's not gonna work because the ancestors are back and they're not having any of that shit. No, this is a new dispensation, and that's not going to happen, because whether we like it or not, Africa will be the next world superpower, and there's no one who can stop that. The world will become more African. As it was in the beginning, so shall it be in the end. If you can't live under the sun, you are not original to the planet. You cannot live under the sun, you are not original to the planet. So how you know for come take over? Hell fucking no. This here, this is your home. Don't believe the myth that you come from. Africa is the motherland. However, Jamaica is your home as well. Nobody bring nobody on any slave ship to come here. Nobody can pack up no black people, pack up like no sardine and cross no damn ocean come here, so. You come from, yeah. Every different life form, you're probably born in Africa one next lifetime, one next life form you're born in the Caribbean. Stop believing the myth that you were packed up in a sardine tin on boat and come here. This is what they want to tell you so you don't claim your property, that you don't claim your rights to the land. Jamaica is your home, and yeah, born. Yeah, you're born, yeah, this. Africa is the motherland. However, Jamaica is your home. The land of Jamaica belongs to you. The earth belongs to you because the sun determines that. As long as you're able to live under the sun, it simply means that you are original to the planet. People who are not original to the planet cannot live under the sun. And that's why the sun, it bothers them and it gives them skin cancer because they're not original to the planet. Everywhere you go, black people were everywhere. In Europe, everywhere. We are original to the planet. We are original to the planet. And that includes Europe, Africa, and all about. All these other races were made from the dormant DNA of the black woman. You, my dear, you people of color are original to the planet. And Africa is the motherland for us. Yes, Africa is the motherland for the whole world. All life forms, it come from there. However, we were moving right across the earth. We were everywhere. Now, bad not pack you up like sardine carrying away. Black people were in Africa. Black people were in the Caribbean. Black people, I wouldn't even want to say people, we're the sun people. We are the golden race. The golden race was in Africa. The golden race was in the Caribbean. The golden race was in America. Because nobody don't pack up the black Americans and bring them there. They were already there. As a matter of fact, part of Egypt is in America. You understand? Africa is not far from here. Africa is not far from here. Africa is to the east. You don't need to travel this long way to go to Africa. All they have to do is get an airplane, establish a route, an airline that comes directly from Africa to the Caribbean. They deliberately want to cut you off from the motherland while they themselves pack up in Africa. These races, these Caucasoid race, pack up in Africa, and you, it's hard for you to go. And I'm gonna tell you, you have to go Europe first, and you have to go this first, and you, the Africa is the whole world will become more African, and there's nothing, no one can stop it. Mama Africa will be the next world superpower. And whether they like it or not, whether me or you like it or not, guess what? That's the order right now. And that's the order coming from source. That's the order coming from the sun. The sun and the earth determine that the whole world will become African, whether we like it or not. So my advice to you is to establish, for those out there, establish a route from Africa to the Caribbean. And for those business people who are out there, try and make sure you build business partnership with Africa to keep your business floating, because China will not be no damn superpower. This here belongs to the people of the sun people, the golden race, and as it was in the beginning, so shall it be in the end. Yeah. So it's best that Africa unite and the Caribbean unite, and try to build logistical, economical airline ties, or what they call it, air traffic ties, or traffic ties, or transportation ties with Africa, because that is the next superpower. So, for those of you who have your businesses, I suggest you start moving it, the raw materials, link it with Africa, link your businesses with Africa, link the airlines with Africa and the Caribbean, because guess what? Whether we like it or not, Africa is linking with our children. She's connecting to our children here in the Caribbean. And she will be and we, her children, will be connecting with her, with our mother. Because Africa, when them cut off peace out and call it Middle East, because we all know the Middle East is actually part of Africa. Because them want to cut it down all type of way. And all who say them are the real Israel and the real Jew, woe be unto your own Bible say, woe be unto you who call yourself a Jew. And you're not the real Jew. All of that right there, what them fighting over, is actually Africa, part of Ethiopia. And the real Jews are the Ethiopian Jews that are there in Ethiopia. This is the age of Aquarius, where the truth is more disturbing than the lie. And Africa, the Middle East, is actually Africa. Egypt is actually Africa. Egypt is actually black. It's those white people who came there and mixed with the people, them. Those Arabs. Yeah, they're still white. All these other races were created to kill the black race. However, we're already here, so we're not going to promote racism. But it's best that they all unite with the people of color, because we ain't going nowhere. I'm damn sure of that. And we are original to the planet, because we can live under the sun. And that is why they have so many of you sun people giving away your power in these churches, selling out your soul in these secret societies, so you can be lost and don't know who you are. Know thyself. We are the people of the sun. We are the golden race. Yeah. The black woman seated everything on this planet. The black woman is original to the planet. She created men to provide and protect her. Women were first on the planet. Not the way how these men tell you, these patriarchal ideologies about men being first. Hell no. And that's why you'll never have more men on the planet. This planet will always have more women than men. As a matter of fact, the men who are not vibrating in love and does not serve and unite with the divine feminine, the black woman, you're going to be off this planet, because it's no longer business as usual, right? We have to learn to unite. Our men, you work with the women and don't look down on the women. You learn to love them, and women, stop being in your masculine energy. You created men to be your providers and protectors. Let them be your providers and protectors. And men, stand in your masculine energy and be the man. Stop this dependency on women to support you. I suggest that every man, this idea of, you start looking after other people before yourself. My advice to men is to start loving yourself. Build yourself first. Build yourself first before you can build a woman up. because when you're financially stable, you will have a woman that will be more loyal to you. You can't expect a woman to come and settle down into poverty. No. And stop this thing about women for struggle love. Stop that shit. No struggle love around here. Hell no. Men, get your act together, build yourself first before you take on a woman and take on children. Because women come with children and responsibility. Build yourself first. Start practicing to love yourself first. Love yourself first, build yourself up first before you can take on a woman. Because it's not right that a woman should come and struggle with you. Build yourself up. Build yourself up. And women, too many of you are in your masculine energy. We need you to be more feminine. Stop talking about you don't need a man. You don't want no man. Men and women were created to work in union together. Okay? Let them provide for you. Women, stand in your feminine energy and stop chasing these men. Allow the man to chase you. That is his masculine right. Let him chase you. And men and women, you can drop the hint. And make these men know that, yes, I'm interested, but do not chase the men. Stop providing for men. Let men be the providers for you. Let them be the providers for you. Let them rest in their masculine energy. And women, you rest in your feminine energy. Learn and know when to fall back and let the man lead. Women were created to be the spiritual leaders of the family and to be nurturers. And men were created to be the physical leaders, the providers and protectors of the family. We need that back in the communities, and that's how we build our home and build our family. All right? Anyhow, kudos. Love you all, and I send cosmic love to each and every one. And thank you for listening to all my videos. I know what I'm saying may be controversial to some because, these men, them on this patriarchal rulership for so long. But nah, this is a feminine planet, and women were here first. Women were here first. We were first on this planet, and we created you. That's why men come from women. I don't see any men in the hospital giving birth. I see women giving birth, not men. Even the word men can come from woman. People have to decode the sciences. You understand? We have to decode and unlearn what they taught us. This is the age of Aquarius now. We're dealing with knowledge. And the truth is more disturbing than the lie. Women are original to the planet. And that's why the odds are against men when they are born, because the earth is natural to women. You understand? Enough love, enough peace. I send you all love. I send you cosmic love. And I send you all just lots of love. And I hope we just open our minds to learn, to unlearn the garbage that they taught us, and just learn new and things is not really new. It was hidden from us. But it's now time that we take back our power and learn the truth. And if you don't believe what I'm saying, you can always research it. I have no problem with that. And of course, you agree to disagree. That's fine. You don't have to agree with everything that I say. It's your right. However, I can just give you my 2 cents, and I'm always about spreading knowledge. Thank you. Toodles. And thank you for sharing my videos. Thank you for liking my videos. Thank you so much.